here we go. Today we're going to start out like we usually start out. I would like to do kind of a ragdoll. So sometimes I do it standing, which is just you kind of go all the way over to the floor, but I'm going to demonstrate it sitting today just because it's a different way to do it. So make sure you have a little bit of room in front of you when you do this. If you're seated, you don't want to knock your head on a desk or anything like that. And you just kind of go over one vertebra at a time. The elbows can kind of rest on your knees and then just sort of hang down by your sides, down by your ankles like so, and the head just pulls very heavy towards the floor. And then when you're in this position, just take a deep breath in and feel what happens to your spine. And then release it out. Try to let go of the spine, get a little more curvature into it. Do 2 more of those. Breathe in and let it out. And we'll do 1 more in and let it out. And then just as you're ready, not too quickly, you can kind of come halfway up, elbows sort of on the knees and a nice straight back, or if you're standing, you can kind of be sort of slouchy halfway and take a breath in this sort of halfway position, breathing in and then letting it out. Spine is super duper fluid. And then from there, just roll right on up and sort of work out any kinks if you have anything in your shoulders or your neck. Just kind of keeping things nice and easy. All right, very good. And then to start out, I just like to start with a nice box breath. So we'll start with counts of 4. So we're going to breathe in. Ready? And breathe in. 2, 3, and hold. And out. And relax. Let's do 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And relax. Let's try for 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Shake that out. All right. Very, very cool. We're going to start with some nice, easy humming. You're welcome to use any semi-occluded vocal tract exercise that you prefer. My favorites are either on humming or like a V sound, but a lip trill is totally cool. Or you can do the kidnap, which I kind of like. But I'm going to go with humming today. So it's just going to be very easy 5-note scale. You can do it up here. I'm going to go down here, whichever octave is comfortable for you. Ready? And breathe. So the process I sort of work on in these is a process where we start out with the shape of whatever we're going to sing, and then we make breathe, sing 1 step. So that's moving really quickly through it, but the way this sets up in a hum is that you want to make the hum with your mouth and a big nice space in your throat, like you kind of have a balloon back there. So you have that sort of dopey, sobby feeling, and you know where your starting pitch is, so you know where that sound's gonna phonate, and then just keep the space and breathe in slow and sing in one gesture, kind of like So let's give it a shot. Close and breathe. Breathe slow. Last one, really easy. Fantastic work. Now, as we're working on breath, I just want to work on some long inhales because I think they're so helpful. So we already did an 8 count, so we're going to go for a 10 count. We're not going to worry about the exhale, we're just going to worry about the inhale. And I like to think of a vowel at the same time. So let's start with an oo. So you're going to form an oo and then try to breathe in for 10 counts. Ready? Oo, and breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Yes, it looks fantastic. Good. Let's go for 15. 15 count inhale. So shake out all the little kinks. And then we're going to make an ah. So like you're biting into an apple, but with nice big space in back like you had on the hum. Ah, and breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, release. Good. This one is a vowel of your choice. E, ah, o, u, or you can pick a weird one like or ah, whatever you prefer. I'm going to go with ah again because I think ah is a nice challenge. So form whatever vowel you're going to form, and we're going to go for 20. All right, here we go. Vowel, and breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, release. Oh, awesome. Yeah. So I think breathing in really slowly is kind of nice because we're so used to expelling air very slowly. And then we suddenly take a quick breath in and then we expel air very slowly. And our body just wants us to take another breath in. And so after several phrases, we might feel like we're running out of breath. But if you breathe slowly, you equalize that out. So you have a slow breath and then you sing. And then you finish the phrase and you breathe slowly again and you sing rather than that sort of anxiety-ridden catch breath. So today I really want to focus on that nice slow inhale for our warm-up session. We're going to start with a nice easy slide. We're going to start on ah, so make the ah like you're breathing in through ah, and then you breathe and go ah. Ready? And breathe. Ah. Ah. We're gonna now go low, high, low. Ah, ready? And breathe. Ah, ah, ah. So you're probably going, okay, so the breath might be getting a little stuck. So what I like to advocate when that happens is I like to use a crutch to kind of release things. So the one we're going to do now is wings. What you do is you inhale and you move the arms slowly out, and they should be about here when you start to sing, but they keep moving out. So it looks like this. Ah. The slower you move your arms, the slower you breathe, the more sort of energy you have in the sound. So let's give that a shot. I'm going to do one arm because I have to play piano with the other arm. So ready? And breathe. Ah. 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 One more. Ah. Very, very cool. Everyone, you can participate in this if you washed your hands, but if you didn't, I respectfully ask that you refrain, just so we're all being safe. On this pitch we started on an ah. I'd like to migrate that ah to e, and if you could cover half your mouth so your mouth keeps the same shape, only your tongue moves going from ah to e like this. I. You can always do it gradually too. It doesn't have to be ah, e, but it can be I. Ready? And breathe. Cool, let's try it lower. Ready? And breathe. Now let's try it higher. Ready? And breathe. Good, so we know where that E position is. Now just recognizing that, let's make the E first. We'll go on this pattern. Ready? And breathe. shape some ah to oo. So starting here, you want to start with an ah shape in your mouth, and you'll breathe in, and you're going to shape ah. See if you can maintain openness in the jaw, and if it gets rather quiet, that's okay. Ready? And breathe. Good, now switch around. Ooh-ah. Ready? And. Twist to this. So what this is you start out, make sure that your hips and your feet and your knees, your legs are sort of facing the screen, and your shoulders want to face one side of the room. So you have a twist here. When you breathe in, you instinctually want to untwist. So you're going to untwist. When you face the screen, you'll start singing, and then you'll keep twisting until you finish singing. If you run out of room, then just cut off wherever you are. So it'll look sort of like this. So that's the idea. We'll start with ooh-ah, and we'll start fairly low. Ready? Pair to the side. Form your vowel, your ooh, and breathe and go. Ooh-ah. Good. Breathe and untwist. Crutch, because as you can probably tell when you're twisting, you're using your abdominal muscles, which is going to keep you from over supporting. Now we take away the crutch and we see if that sticks. We see what our body does. So we'll start with ooh-ah. Ready? Form that ooh and breathe. Nicely done. Shake that out. Now we're going to get it moving, so we'll start maybe here on yaw. So it's just a Y sound. If you can keep your jaw open, that's usually pretty helpful. And then an arpeggio. Ready? And yaw. Singing with you, Betty. That's pretty cool. We're gonna add a crutch to this. So if you sort of put both of your hands on your collarbones like this, and then you take a deep breath in like this, you'll notice that something happens. Your elbows kind of move up, yeah? And you know, singing teachers, like old school singing teachers, will say, don't lift your shoulders when you breathe, but I'm gonna tell you it's totally fine to lift your shoulders when you breathe, as long as you don't drop them when you sing. So if you're going yaw, you're going to sit on your voice. But if you're going yaw, then you can do just about anything. So lifting shoulders is fine, but what I'm concerned here with is lifting elbows. So the elbows lift, and as you sing, they keep lifting. So it's like this. Yaw, and then you reset for the next one. Ready? And yaw. Don't be afraid to arch your back. And reset and breathe. Good, let's drop the crutch and see if it sticks. Ready? and shake that out. And we're going to go in a little bit of a contemporary warm-up here too. So you're going to get out your yelling voice and wake up your neighbors. So let's start with a nice siren just to even things out. This starts on ooh and then ends on ah. And if you can vocal fry at the end, bonus points. And it sounds like this. But don't settle for my top note. You start as high as you can. Ready? Form that ooh, and off we go. And then we'll go the other way, starting with preferably the vocal fry, then ah, and then switch to ooh when it starts getting kind of head voicey. Ready? And we'll do both of those again. So we'll do a siren down, starting on ooh. Ready? Ooh. And then the other way around. Awesome job. And we're just going to start with an N hum. And this N, your tongue is going to be a little farther back than by your front teeth. So if here's your front teeth, and you make an N, like the word none, the tongue usually kind of sits here. But for this one, try to stick it here on the hard palate. Feels a little more chesty and a little more right to the point. Everyone just try that on Ready? And good. Let's check in and make sure our breath is still soft and not going but going Ready? And good. Is our pattern, and I prefer for in the same octave, but if you need to, you can drop it. Ready? And so it's mainly just to kind of overdrive your chest voice. So when we do a call out like this, no way, that we're in a very speech register. Ready? And no way. Cool, everyone try that again and see if you can get the N in that same spot and very chesty. So that's your articulation point for it. Ready? And no way. Cool, let's see what happens when we take it higher. Ready? And no way. Awesome. If it feels like you're fighting yourself, then I want you to feel like you're an archer and you pull back the bow, but you never let it go. So it's like this. No way. Ready? And no way. Ready? And no way. Last one. And no way. Awesome. And then we're going to do a really fun exercise. It's sort of tricky, but it's very mixy. We start out by finding a nice bright mix, going Ready? And So it feels a little different probably than did earlier, right? Very sort of chesty. We don't really know where it is. Just kind of obnoxious. Try it one more time. Ready? And and the exercise goes, I know. Can you say that? And I know. And here's your pattern. I know. Ready? And I know. If you're having trouble with the top note, hit the bottom note a lot harder and sort of anchor your body, but stay soft in your abdomen. Ready? And I know. Last one. I know. I lied. We're going to do the Nashville squint. Show off your canines and squinty on the top one. Ready? And I know. Awesome. Everyone do a nice siren out from the top to bottom, starting on ooh and ooh. And if you can vocal fry after that, You're awesome. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I will stick around for a minute if you have any questions.